This is the third video in our series demonstrating basic chemistry laboratory techniques. You've met Kate in the previous videos. In this one, she's going to show you how to determine the mass of a sample using the electronic laboratory balance. She's going to find the mass of the crucible and cover. She starts by turning the balance on using the button way on the right that's labeled on. You have to wait for the display to show the letter G. Sometimes it takes a few little attempts to get the balance to work. There's a little decimal place there that you may be able to see, and eventually it settles down and gives you all zeros and the unit G. If the unit G is not there, it means someone before you has pressed the mode button. If Kate presses the mode button, you'll see that the units change. They'll cycle through several different possible units until you get back to the unit G. We want to measure things in grams in the chemistry laboratory. When you see the unit G and then the zeros, you know that you're ready to find the mass of your sample. We always start by putting a piece of weighing paper on the balance pan. These balances are very expensive and require calibration periodically by a company that comes in to do them, so we don't want anything to get into the workings of the balance. So we put the piece of paper on there, and then pressing the zero control or the on control will subtract the mass of that weighing paper for you. That's called tearing the balance. So pretty soon it will come up with all zeros again, and you'll see that the mass of the weighing paper no longer figures into the mass that it's going to give you. She wants to now find the mass of the crucible and cover. If you have something small enough, closing the cover on the balance is important because it will keep air currents from disturbing your reading. And then you wait for it to settle down. You may find the last digit jumping a little. This is pretty stable, but depending on the location of the balance, you might find that last digit moving back and forth between several. But remember, whenever we record a measurement in a chemistry laboratory, the last digit is an uncertain digit in any case, so that's okay. You just determine where you think that it lands the most often, and that's the measurement that you record. Kate's recording the measurement in her lab manual, directly in her lab manual, not on a piece of paper or on a scrap of paper towel, and she's putting the unit grams after it to indicate that the unit that she measured it in. If she had made an error, if she realized that she measured the wrong sample or that the balance was not taired properly, here's the way you make the corrections. You draw one neat line through it, you initial it, and then you rewrite the measurement properly to the right or below. It's okay to make a mistake, but you just have to make sure that you record the correction properly. So she'll record this measurement as 21.771 grams. When she's done with the balance, she removes her sample and her weighing paper, closes the cover, and turns the balance off. Please don't leave the balance on. Make sure to ask your instructor if you have any questions about how to use the electronic balance properly.